What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Hope everybody having a wonderful day, man. So, today's video, how to create happiness in your life. Okay, so shout out to my boy Improvement Prill. Oh my gosh, his animations be crazy. Like, not gonna lie, I be watching a little bit of his stuff. I can't lie. Like, I was like, man, I know this is gonna be a great video. I mean, like, think about it. How do you create happiness in your life? Like, how do you be happy? Like, a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are sad. A lot of people are going through some stuff, bro. Like, it's hard to keep yourself happy. So let's see how he explains it. I want to hear this because I have not seen this video. You know, all the videos be, hey, they be all like new. They all like fresh. I be watching it with y'all. So let's just see how this goes.
Improvement Pill here. Happiness is not something that you magically wake up one day having. You have to create it. You have to build the right habits, and over time, you will start to feel happier. So today I'm going to show you the top 3 ways to create more happiness so that you can actually enjoy your time in this game that we all play called life. The first way to create more happiness is by fixing the ratio. Studies have found that about 80% of the thoughts that we have on a day-to-day basis are negative. This is bad because every time you have a negative thought, it comes with a negative feeling. Take, for example, the extremely common thought that a lot of us have: I'm not good enough. When you have this thought, what do you feel? Well, depending on who you are, it can make you feel angry, ashamed, guilty, depressed, or even just sad. The point is, when you have a negative thought like this, it makes you feel bad. You're creating unhappiness in your life. On the other hand, when you have a positive thought like, people love me, what does that do? Well, it makes you feel good, right?
Yeah.
These type of thoughts do the opposite. They create happiness. Which is why if you want to be happy, you need to fix the ratio of the amount of bad thoughts you have every day to the amount of good thoughts you have every day.
Oh my God, I just love how most of these videos always starts with the thoughts. It always starts within a person. Don't y'all realize that? Like, at this point, I feel like that just should be the main thing that a lot of people need to really focus on now. What is going on internally? What is going on up here? Why is this not being fixed? Why is this not being taken care of? Like, a lot of people live a wild lifestyle where they're not taking care of the soul. And the soul is literally you. It is like, if you're not taking care of your soul, if you're not trying to change your body and your mind, like, not your body, but your freaking like your soul and your mind, if you didn't control that, if you don't know how to take care of that, I swear, everything outside won't make you happy. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is, guys. Like, anything outside, it don't matter what it is. If anything outside of your soul is not taken care of, it don't matter what it is. You will not feel happiness. A lot of people really desired something real and something positive, but at the same time, they're not even taking care of their souls. They're not taking care. A lot of people don't even believe in souls now. It seems like people are soulless out here, cold-hearted out here. People don't think about others no more. Like, really, and if they do, they really I don't know. They only think about you when they need something, it seems like, or they see you coming up or doing something different. They don't just check on you just to be nice. You see what I'm saying? So we need to really take care of our souls. We need to take care of our minds. We need to take care of ourselves so badly now. Like, this is ridiculous.
There are 2 ways you can go about doing this. The first is by building a habit of expressing gratitude. I have a journal that I write in every night. Write about a couple of things, like what I learned that day, any key events that occurred, what I want to accomplish the following day. But I always end my journal entries by writing down at least one thing that I'm grateful for in my life. For example, I've written things like, I feel grateful for having a job that I truly enjoy, or something like, I feel grateful towards my mom.
You see, my journal thing is prayer. That's my journal. I pray. That's one of the things that I do. And that a lot of people would not understand, the power of prayer is the fact that I'm saying it and then I put it in my head. This is a journal. God keep these things. In my opinion, he really answered prayers. What you say is powerful. What you say and what you see on a regular is powerful. How perspective works, it does impact how your life is. It's crazy how it works, but that's how it works. So I pray, bro. Like, I really do. That's my journal. I pray. I say what I gotta say. Like, I say what's bothering me. I put it out, and then at the same time, I'm like, yo, like, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to change. That's my journal. Or if a person don't believe in God, hey, like, you can write it down in a journal, bro. You can write it down in a journal. You can like take steps. Like, it's the same thing in a way. Like, a lot of men and women do the same shit. But it's like, we don't take the action to do it. We don't take the actions to do it. So it's just like, what the fuck are we, like, what are we doing? It's only when people take actions to, like, actually change it is when it actually change. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going.
For teaching me how to work hard from a very young age. And by simply taking a minute or two to think about and write down one thing you feel fortunate to have, you're forcing your brain to have a good thought and training your brain to look for the good in life. And over time, you'll actually catch yourself having more and more positive thoughts randomly throughout the day. The second way you can fix the ratio is by learning to control your overthinking. See, we often fall into spirals of negativity. We start to think about an event that occurred to us and we make negative assumptions based off of these events. For example, let's say you got rejected by someone in the past. You might replay that event over and over again in your head and think to yourself, man, why'd I say that to her? She must think I'm a loser. No one's attracted to me. I'm never gonna find love.
You see, that's why it's so important to, like, let things go. If you don't let things go, you're gonna be, like, repeating it all over again, like, repeatedly. Let it go, bro. Fuck it. It's a new day, new start. Let's do this again. Let's try this again. I'm pretty sure I can change something more to improve myself. Like, yo, like, I know I can do this. I know I can do this. Like, let's change this. Let's be something better. Like, yo, that's the whole point. But you have the other flip side where what we see every day, like, people put in their minds every day, bro, it's like affecting us. And they pushing it so hard. This is why I'm trying to bring awareness to this, because they push so much negativity. They push ass and titties so much. And at the same time, they promoting violence so much. They promoting violence. They're promoting this person did this. This person is going to arrest him for this. This. Instead of just like, oh, we having hurricanes and storms this day. Oh, we have disease. Like, there's so much stuff going on. So it's just like, yo, we need to, like, stop. Like, we need to, like, get disconnected from that shit. Because that shit is not helping us. That is not what's improving us. That is not what's, like, it's not making us grow. So we don't focus on what actually makes us grow. Like, letting go. Y'all see what I did there? Like, yo, like, we need to let shit go. If we don't, we will not grow to the person we're supposed to be. Because we're still holding on to so much fucking leverage. Like a fucking weight in our fucking souls. And it's like, what the fuck y'all doing, bro? Like, y'all need to stop that shit.
And it just gets worse and worse. When we fall into negative spirals like this, we can easily spend 30 minutes to an hour just beating ourselves up, creating a ton of unhappiness in our life. Which is why it's extremely important to be able to catch yourself early on in one of these spirals of negativity, so that you can stop yourself from essentially torturing yourself. And the best way to do this is by practicing meditation. Meditation is kind of like lifting weights and working out, but with your mind.
I do this too.
The more you meditate, the stronger your ability to control your thoughts will be. You'll be able to catch yourself falling into a negative spiral and insert a positive thought manually to stop your...
See, in my meditation, I meditate to the Bible, bro. Like, I meditate to scriptures. Like, I meditate, like, sometimes with frequencies too, to, like, not, like, positive frequencies. So I do meditate. I really do meditate. And that shit is amazing. Like, like, meditating is so amazing. Like, you just take a break, just take a breather. Like, damn, I am out this bitch. Like, yo, that shit is so fucking relaxing. Like, if it only relaxes to a person that, like wants to master his thoughts, though. Like, he really wants to change himself. He would meditate. He would try to calm himself. He'll be at the moment. That's what you're trying to get at. You're trying to get at the moment. Instead of rushing, instead of thinking about tomorrow, the other day, the next day, overthinking, meditation gets you focused and centered into the moment. So I meditate on scriptures, bro. Like, I try to understand scriptures better. I try to meditate on what he's saying. I'm trying to process words better. So it's just like, meditation does help. It really do. Let's keep this going.
Growth from creating more unhappiness. Using the example from before, if you catch yourself in a negative spiral, brooding over a past rejection, you can simply think to yourself, You know, getting rejected was actually a good thing. The more times I put myself out there, the better I will get at talking to girls, which makes the entire situation seem like a good one, and that stops the negative spiral. When you combine journaling with meditation, you will start to see a slight change in your ratio in just a couple of weeks, and there doesn't need to be a huge difference for you to notice a shift in your day-to-day levels of happiness. A day where you spend only 70% of the time thinking negative thoughts will feel vastly different from a day where you spent 80% of the time thinking negative thoughts. The next way we can create more happiness.
Man, like I had a real problem thinking negative. Like I used to think negative every single day. Like it got bad. Like when your thoughts are like really like at you, like them demons, bro. Them demons are attached, bro. That's when they can attack you. That's when they can like break you. So it's just like, I don't know. Like we gotta really like get in our mindsets where we have the power to change it. We do. We do have the power to change this. Like for anybody, it don't matter who it is. We can change ourselves, bro. We can really become happy. We just gotta start doing the right things. You know, we need to start promoting the right things. Like we need to start promoting like positivity more. And then we need to start like having our perspectives positive too. Like if we do that, then a lot of people would be out here happy. But you know, our world is kind of like, you know, kind of crazy at the moment. So I'm just saying, like, at the moment, all you can really do is just try to be patient and really like wait to see, like observe people and then let them come to you, or let them like, you know, read off people, bro. Like that's how I see it. I read off people. Like if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I will tell you too. Like I will tell you, like, I don't know. Like I can see that our energy is not matching. Like I really am like that shit. Like I really be like, I don't know. Like I have a sense of like energy. When I feel something bad about you, I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm telling y'all, bro. Like if I have to question you, I'll be like, I don't know. Like you kind of shaky. You kind of shaky. You uneasy, my nigga. Like damn. You uneasy, bro. Shoot. Oh my god. So I've been trying to connect to people that is just positive, like actually happy, like, or try to like move on forward. Like there's this dude at my job for real. Like we be having the best energy because he's so positive. Out of good, like any situation, he's positive, and I fuck with that dude, bro. Like he knows. Like shout out to my boy. Like for real, for real. Let's keep this going.
In our lives is by building and maintaining social bonds. The Amazon explorer Yossi Ginsberg spent weeks in the Amazon jungle all by himself. After the expedition, reporters asked him what he thought the hardest part of his adventure was, what caused him the most suffering. And he replied by saying that it was not the millions of mosquitoes that feed off of you day and night, or the unforgiving weather, or even the bump-ins with dangerous animals and natives. It was the loneliness that he felt. After just a couple of weeks, he had to create imaginary friends in order to keep himself company, so that he wouldn't go insane. See, almost all human beings have a built-in need for social bonds. It's in our DNA. You actually have to have them, or else your brain will shrink, and there's a pretty good chance that you'll develop some form of mental illness. But other than that, building and maintaining social bonds allows you to create more happiness in your life in two ways. Firstly, when you have conversations with people.
Like, this is the thing for me. Like, I'm gonna give y'all some advice on my opinion and my opinion alone. Like, I'm gonna give y'all some advice. There's nothing wrong being alone. But the thing is, I understand he is right. The dude is right. We need a social connection. We need to be around people. We need to talk to people, because I swear, it be in me where there's days where I'm like, you know what? Even though I enjoy playing the game, even though I like doing this, I like doing that, I want to hang around some people. I want to like fuck with some people. Like I really want to like talk to some people. So when I'm at my job, or like when I'm at when I'm like with my friends, like I think about it. I think about the moments and the connections. I think about like how it made me feel in that moment. And y'all cannot tell me when y'all around y'all boys or when y'all around y'all girls, y'all don't feel amazed. Like you don't feel happier. Y'all don't feel glad. You don't feel like y'all that's some connection right there. So that's how I know happiness do come from people too. It really do. we really need to be connected. But our today's society, what they do now is try to separate and divide us, bro. They've been trying so, they have been. It's been working too. Like, women and men are divided more than ever, bro. It's crazy. Not even just that, but like, this world is so divided. Like, everything is so divided. So many things are divided. Like, people, race, like, everybody is over here divided. And then at the same time, we're like actors of trying to come together. But it's like for real, bro. Like, for real. So I don't know. It's just kind of crazy, like, how that right there just, like, you know, man, it's just how it works. Like, you have to have a connection with somebody, bro. Let's keep it going.
It's a form of play. You can exchange information, you can solve problems together, or you can tease and make jokes with each other, all of which are fulfilling and pleasurable for us human beings. These activities create happiness within us.
For real.
The second reason why you need to build and maintain social
really
bonds
do.
is that it helps you deal with sources of unhappiness. Life is tough. We all eventually face things like
Oh my
loss of a
gosh.
loved one, severe injuries, or just plain old misfortune. It's inevitable. And these things can cause us.
Like, no joke, one true friend, just one true friend, bro. Like, one true friend can really, like, affect a human being whole life. Like, their life, like, y'all seen movies where a man or a woman is married to somebody, like, and one person dies? Like, their whole entire life is just unhappy almost without that person, because that person brought so much happiness to them. That's how powerful love is. That's how powerful happiness is. So like positive things is powerful, but it's the fact that the world needs balance. So it is also sorrow. There's a time and place for everything. So hopefully we can change this in the future. Like, yo, like, there can be more happiness when people come, like, actually, like, to wake up to, like, the truth and shit like that. Let's keep this going, though.
Falls into deep negative spirals that are often very hard to get out of by ourselves. But when you have strong social bonds, you essentially have a way to share and vent out the stress, the guilt, and the other negative emotions that often come with these unfortunate events. This dramatically decreases the amount of suffering that these events can cause because it no longer feels like you're facing them by yourself. So how do we go about building and maintaining social bonds? Well, one of the most effective ways of doing this is by simply building a habit of reaching out to at least one person every day. It can be an old friend that you haven't talked to in a while. It can be a stranger who happened to sit next to you on your commute to work. It can even be some nice old lady on a park bench who's feeding the pigeons. It doesn't matter, because by simply putting yourself out there and sparking a conversation, you will create a bond with another human being, which will make you happier. This will also, over time, improve your social skills, allowing you to build even stronger bonds with other people. Now, before we move on to the...
You know what this made me think about? The Sims, bro. Like, have y'all ever played Sims before? Like, I played a little bit. But the thing is, bro, them Sims down there, like, them Sims are actually people, bro. Like, that's some crazy shit. They have to shower. They have to eat. They have to communicate with each other and begin relationships with each other. They have to work. They live like human beings. Like, that's why people play it. They actually live like human beings. But the one thing that keep people happy in the happy bar and everything is literally social skills. Like, you got to talk to somebody. You got to do something. You got to do something, bro. Like, you gotta be in a relationship. You gotta do something. You don't gotta be in a relationship, but you gotta have a relationship with somebody, or like be with, like, you know what I'm talking about, guys. I know what I'm talking about. Like, you have to have a bond with somebody, basically. So let's keep this going.
Third and final way of creating more happiness, which, by the way,
Exactly.
is my favorite method. I want to tell you about a project that I've been working on for the past 6 months. As you've probably noticed, your
Maybe the
ability to
last
create more
one.
happiness ultimately depends on your ability to build new habits. Building a habit of journaling, or a habit of meditation, or even a habit
my
of
God,
reaching
this
out
is
to
true.
someone every day. The truth of the matter is, the only way you will actually see any change, any progress in your life, is if you manage to build and stick to a habit.
If you
can
do
read
it.
all the books, watch all the videos, and take all the courses you want, but if you don't actually build a habit and stick to it, your life isn't going to change at all. Which is why I've decided to create the Habit Builder Challenge.
This is so true. This is 100% true. A lot of people, they hear things. They hear it, they take it in, they're like, okay, one day. And they don't keep doing it afterwards. Like, or like, give them a week. Then they stop after that. And it was like, that's why I started to make really make more videos on my YouTube channel now. Like, I realized I didn't be consistent, bro. Like, I told myself I gotta be consistent, bro. Like, I gotta keep building, bro. Like, I have to tell myself, like, I gotta keep going, bro. I gotta keep working, bro. I gotta be really having to be like, oh my gosh. He's not wrong. This is not wrong. This is something that a lot of men struggle with because I struggle with this shit too. Like, this shit crazy.
Use a specially designed program with one goal in mind, to make it as easy as possible for you to actually build and stick to a habit. This is, in my opinion, your best bet at actually seeing the progress that you want in life. For those of you that are interested, all you have to do is sign up for my email list using the link in the description box below in order to receive news and updates about this upcoming program. Alright, let's talk about the third and final way you can create happiness in your life. I call it becoming one with the muse. Whoa, that sounds so mystical. What exactly are you talking about, Improvement Pill? Well, there are a ton of different names for this, but the one that you're probably most familiar with already is what's called entering a flow state. This is when you're engaged in an activity with 100% of your focus, every action, every move.
Have y'all watched the movie Souls? They go into the, there's this part, I don't know if y'all seen Souls. I know, spoiler, just now y'all, if y'all haven't, spoiler alert. But basically, in the movie Souls, they had this one part where, like, people, like, actual people get into a muse or like some type of trance, or they're like they working, they at the work, they like working or at a piano, or they're doing something they really like, and they get so stuck into that, like they like that. And I'm like thinking to myself, you know, that's the spirit talking to you, because you connected to the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you connected to something at that point. That's a muse, in my opinion, is where like somebody likes what they doing, enjoy what they doing, connected with something deeper. You know what I'm saying? And they like it so much that they're in a meditative trance almost. It's like they're in a meditative, like they're in the spirit realm, but in the human realm at the same time. Like, that's a whole different feeling. And that's why I be trying to make YouTube videos, because I be in that shit. I'm telling y'all, it's a muse. I'm in the spirit realm, in the human realm, and that shit be crazy. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm fucking saying. I know this shit deep, but I'm just saying, like, when you love to do something, I'm telling y'all, when you enjoy something, when you like something, when it's something that is part of you, you are in a whole different mindset at that point. You're not thinking about anything else. You think about building, you think about creating, you think about trying to improve it, you think about growing it. It's a whole different mindset. So that is something deep. I want to hear more of this. Hold on.
And thought flows out of you effortlessly. You don't have to think. Your body just does. Time flies by and everything you do feels amazing. The reason I call it becoming one with the muse is because when you enter the flow state, it almost feels like you're not just you anymore. It feels like a sort of mystical energy is possessing your body, giving you all these amazing ideas. Now, this is just a fun way I like to think of it, as it makes the whole experience much more enjoyable for me. If it's not your cup of tea, you can always just think of it as the flow state. Studies have actually found that when we are in the flow state, when we are one with the muse, our brains flood our system with large quantities of dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin. These are all extremely pleasurable neurotransmitters.
That's crazy.
They are the same ones that hardcore drugs like cocaine and ecstasy manipulate in order to make you feel really, really good. So in a sense, becoming one with the muse is like getting quote-unquote high off of life. This is a way for you to feel extremely good and happy without...
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, we might end it right there. Hell no. That shit crazy. That's some deep secret shit. Like, damn. That boy, hey, he gave us some truth bombs on that shit. Because I understand what the fuck he talking about. I really do. I understand what he talking about. Like, that's crazy. Y'all have a nice one, man.